Welcome everyone, welcome. I trust and hope that you're all doing well. Welcome to another Sports Frenzy show, and it's a track and field show tonight. And come on, man, it's been a while. It's been a while that we have the track and field show, so I decided that hey, we can't have such a big Diamond League meet going on tomorrow and not do a show about it. A big 100-meter showdown is brewing for tomorrow, and guys, it's mouth-watering, it's tantalizing, and what better way for us to really see our ladies going at it again. We love to see the competition amongst them, so guess what? Tomorrow will be another showdown between all these ladies. So remember, people, as I join the chat, like up the stream, comment, share it up, and ensure that you subscribe. Just share it to everyone and do the right stuff. Omar, big up yourself. Jashi Banks, big up yourself. Triple LC, big up yourself. Kish for you, big up. April Grant, same way. Same flame, big up. Andre Moore, we'll eventually get there, man. Don't rush the thing, man. I'll eventually tell the time, man. But in a few minutes, I'll be joined by Kems, because I know that Kems love the track and field, so Kems will be here as well. So yeah, big things going on in track and field overall. I realized that Elite Track Club is going on with a lot, like a whole lot of stuff is going on over there, and people start asking the question: is Ronaldo Walcott the basically duplicate of what Stephen Frana Francis? People realize that good things are going over there. They at least realize that a lot of good stuff are going on, so they're gravitating towards elite performance. And boy, I hope that they keep on growing stronger and stronger. You realize that quite a few top athletes have gone there. Stacey Williams is the last one to really set foot over there, and you have to ask the question: why is it that these athletes are going there? Is it because of what Shelly-Ann has actually done, what she has achieved in terms of, yeah, we always said that she's a fast starter, but you realize that the last 30, 50, between 50 to 30 meters of her race is getting better and better. She's gotten stronger. So it's the case that this is part of the reason why a lot of athletes are gravitating towards over there. And there's quite a few juniors over there. Conroy Jones, as we just saw in Jamaican trials, did himself some justice with a fast 10-second flat. Sandra Davison unfortunately got injured at Worlds and wasn't able to compete in the finals, but himself is also there. So lots of good stuff going on there, and we just hope that a lot of these athletes keeps on improving. Dalia with a good night, man. Stephanie Thompson, the night same way. Or big up yourself. But let's talk about tomorrow now, man. Shelly, Shericka, and Elaine Thompson era. And it's a packed Lausanne Diamond League. And I'm just going to put up the starting list on the screen because we're just going to break it down in pieces and just go through it. Anthony, big up yourself. Let's drop the link in the comment section, Anthony, if you want to join. So, Anthony, the link is posted, man, so you can join the stream as well. So let's go ahead and put the race listing on the screen, the starters, what lane they're in, and all those stuff. So you guys can tell me if you're actually seeing it clearly enough. So let me zoom in on it a bit. So there it is. And for the people that are wondering about the time, it will actually be taking place at 1:59 Jamaica time. That's 2:59 EST. So yeah, that's the time for the race. So now we'll look at starting list. Tamara Davis, one of the fastest juniors ever. She's there with her 10:83 season's best. and she has done great things this season. Will this be a big step up for her? Definitely. Coming up against the big girls, yeah, it will be a big step for her. And how will she perform? Question sign there. We don't know what she'll give off, but it's interesting to see what Tamara Davis will actually do in this event. Now, um, look across again. We see Alia Abs, 1081 this season at PB. Big from her. I want better way. Are now joined by Akil. How gone, brother?
Good night.
Blessings, man. How are things with you?
I'm alright.
All right. Big 100-meter showdown tomorrow. You feeling?
I'm excited.
Tell you, man. I tell you. So I'm at the first athlete, and we look at Tamara Davis. What do you expect from Tamara Davis come tomorrow?
I'm impressed by her. She. I remember hearing about her when she was running fast at 14, and she was beating up Kevona and Brianna Williams at that age. Um, I think I think the PB are gonna be a little bit rough, but I think if she gets anything like 10-8 in that race, I'll be greatly impressed.
All right, all right. And now you look at Alia Abs, 1081 this season, PB.
Yeah, man, I think Alia can PB. I definitely think if it's even a 10-7-8 or a 10-7-9 or 10-7-6, I think Alia can PB. She has been consistent. She has been hitting that 10-8-1, 10-8-2. Yeah, man, I think she can PB.
All right, quick question because I saw it in about it actually slipped me. What is the meeting record for Lucerne?
10-6-0, Shelly last year.
That means it's fast.
Yeah, man, it fast. But I'm hearing that the conditions, the forecast for the conditions tomorrow don't look promising. Hopefully, it
But
doesn't. Hopefully, conditions are good.
yeah,
And
I
it's
would really love that.
Elaine's favorite track as well.
Let's wait until we get there. But Ali Abzo, say PB tomorrow if conditions are good.
Yeah, man, I think she can PB tomorrow.
All right. Now we look at the number one ranked. Yes, I just said that. She's the number one ranked in the event this season in terms of Diamond League rating points and all of that. The ranking points, I mean. Marie Jose Talu, 1072, season's best 1072 PB. She PB then the rest of the day behind Shelly and Shericka. Now you look at Talu, perennially, she has always run on the scene, and then when it matters most, even at major games, she run well during heat, semis, finals. I don't know say a fourth position that. But anyways, take that out right. That have nothing to do with me right now. And based on what you're discussing, she's on the circuit and it's a one-off race. So now you look at Marie Jose Talu and what she has done this season. 1072, as I mentioned just the other day. What you expect from her come tomorrow?
She's a very consistent athlete, you know. Like once she hit a mark, she tends to run consistently at that mark. So I expect a 10-7 from her tomorrow as well. I don't know if it's going to be the same 10-7-2 or 10-7-3 or 10-7-4, but given knowing her consistency over the years, I wouldn't be surprised that coming off of that 10-7-2 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks, yeah, 2 weeks ago, I think
Yeah,
she
basically.
can.
Yeah.
I think she'll replicate that 10-7 again.
All right, and here's countryman on our Facebook page saying that Talu wrong era. And big up to the people on Facebook. What I'd love for you guys to do is just jump on over to YouTube, man. Over YouTube is where the excitement is. Over YouTube, and the chat is where all the fun happens. So come on, jump over, man. Fire, big up yourself. Zibef, same way, big up yourself. And yes, Fire saying that I agree. Talu will run 10-7 low to mid, plus the coach, John Smith.
Big ups to Fireheart. She know why I say so.
All right, now we'll move on to a woman that just keeps on getting better and better in this event. PBs after PBs. And if we were to believe what Frano said, next season it will be fireworks upon fireworks. And I'm talking about none other than Shericka Jacko Jackson. Now, fam, look at this girl and what she has done right throughout the entirety of this season. She has just she has just been winning. It's just that one and two events that she hasn't won. But Look at what she has done, a chemist, her technicality of the event based on how she run with her technique and the different phases. What height do you put Shericka Jackson? Remember, we're talking about tomorrow. Let's say conditions are perfect. 10.71 just the other day, as I mentioned, the same race that Talo ran the 10.72. How quick do we see Shericka going, and what's the ceiling that you have for her? If
I'm
there's a
actually, I'm actually, to be honest, I actually thought that a 10.71 was long overdue. I think Shericka's a 10.6 athlete. I think I think I remember I had her at 10, either 10.6 or 10.5 when I was predicting. But we'll move on from that. I think she can. I think she can. I think she looks good for 10.66. Anything between 10.66 to 10.68.
all right, and as the follow up question that I had asked you, in terms of ceiling, if you have any, what ceiling do you have for this athlete?
I think she's a top athlete. I think she's amazing talent. And I think I wouldn't be surprised if she goes on to be better than all between better than Shelly and Elaine the more seasoned she becomes in the 100 and the 200.
Wow, that's a bold prediction, fam,
I think so.
and a bold
Although
proclamation.
although I still think that Elaine for me
It's a gold
is
standard.
a gold standard. But I wouldn't be surprised if, as the more Shericka grows in the event, the more she improves. I wouldn't be surprised if she's going heights that at the moment Shelly and Shericka hasn't touched.
And yes, Farad saying that I agree. I think Shericka is a 10.6 athlete. She might get 10.69. Yeah, she can get pulled by Shelly. So again, for people that are wondering about the time, it will be run at 1:59 Jamaica time, or otherwise 13:59. So that's 1:59 Jamaica time, 2:59 EST. Um, I'm not sure of the time in other regions. All I see is that it's 13:59, so you can calculate it for wherever you are. But next up on the agenda, and remember, we're just going right in the order that they have been listed in terms of lane draws. So in lane five, we have the third ranked athlete in the 100 meter this season in terms of Diamond League, Shelly-Ann Fraser Price. 10.6 seasons best. I mean, at one point we thought she was stuck at 10.67. It was all 10.67, 10.67, 10.67, and it seems like she couldn't get below that. But she has gone out to 10.62. Conditions perfect. Do we see Shelly-Ann Fraser Price dipping below that 10.6 barrier?
No, I remember that I said that I don't think she's gonna sub 10.6. I must admit though, after that race in Monaco, after that race in Monaco, uh, my mind has changed a little bit. Because when you look at that Monaco race, the fact that with better wind, she could have literally run 10.5. And I think somebody, I remember, I was actually either watching or yeah, I was watching an next podcast and they saying and someone had said that at 10 there's not much difference between 10.6 and 10.59, 10.60 and 10.59. So yes, I think she can run 10.5. Will she do it tomorrow? I think she will. I have to admit, I think she will. Do I think she challenges the national record? I think she can. Yeah, man.
So are you implying that it's on the cards for tomorrow, or tomorrow might be too soon?
It's not too soon because she got break, didn't she? She get a week break.
Yeah,
So yeah, man. Yeah, man.
all right. But I like how you admit it like a good hospital now, because I remember the night that you were saying it that yo, you don't think she'll get there, and I said to your boss, this woman is limitless. Whatever this woman put her mind to, she actually can achieve it. And I think that 10.5 is going to be run. Will she get the national record? I don't know. I leave it out there for it to actually happen. And what better way for this man to join us just at the right time? Let's go ahead and add him. What is happening right here? Seems like you are the podcast now wants you tonight, brother. Well, go on, Vice. All right, Vice, jump out and jump in back. All right, circle back, bro. But here's Earth saying that Elaine for my dollars. All right, we'll eventually get there. Here's also Sean Ratcher saying that Shelly first, Jackson second, Elaine third, 10-5-8, 10-6-9, and 10-8-0. Here's also Fireart saying that thank you, Akil. I respect you for admitting this. That's been my point all along. 10-5 is 100th of your PB. It's not as far as people think.
I think it's Fireheart who was mentioning it. It's when Fireheart said it. I don't know if it, I think it was on a different podcast. It was when she said it. Then I realized. Then I had to admit that when she ran at 10:62 and I saw the wind, and I was like, I saw the wind and I saw the race, and I was saying to myself like, Shelly literally just missed that 10:5. So I have to admit that she.
All right, voice, hold on.
What's up, man? If I didn't know Akil there, I'm about to come on, boss. Can't take the foolishness.
We're talking about some track and field farm. An interesting lineup tomorrow. Discuss the first five athletes. You can just go ahead and tell me what you think about
The race?
well, we're just going by the athletes one by one.
Oh,
So here, what? Let's just continue right where I'm at. So, quickly, Shericka, if conditions are perfect tomorrow, the meeting record is 10.60, and I know that your favorite athlete.
nah,
No matter you
nah,
come here and tell us madness about
nah.
you're off your train and whatnot, I know that you still love her. So 10.60 is the meeting record. Do you think that Shericka can get a PB tomorrow? Shave off that 10.71.
Well, I actually just sent you the weather. Triple LC sent me the weather, and I just forwarded it to
Understand?
you. And there's a bunch of rain happening over there. So that's already telling me that,
We're not gonna ease up, man.
well,
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard as well.
yeah, there's a bunch
The,
of
the,
rain.
the rain is going to ease up from it. The
Yeah,
rain is the gods of the sport know that something special is about to happen tomorrow, so the rain will ease.
listen. Um, I don't know. Listen, based on what I'm seeing with the weather conditions, and based on I've seen Shericka. What did she run the other day? What she run?
10.71,
No man,
10,
not when
10.8.
1082.
10 8
1082.
10
Yeah,
8 2. I'm looking at a time at just around there. I don't think this will be no meeting record is going. Probably it will be a 1-2-4 or something like that. I don't know if it will be a 1-2-3. But for Shericka Jackson, I think she run like a 10-81, 10-82, 10-83 around there. I think it reached that part of the season when all of the quote unquote peakness and all of that gone out, so this will start running regular time. So I think it's a 10-82, 10-83 for Shericka Jackson.
I disagree with that, Kems.
Yeah, then that's all right, and that's fine. That don't make you right if you disagree with it. You can
No
disagree
man.
with all you
Why
want.
so that? Why so that is because over the years a lot of persons have run faster towards the late season versus championships. Aries
Who,
might run
who,
twelve
who,
eight zero.
who is a lot of
12
people?
eh?
Who is a
With
lot
a
of
lot
people?
of persons.
Yeah, don't just tell me a lot of persons. Who?
Aries might run 12-8. Aries might run 12-8-0
Yeah, how
when he
long
broke
ago was
through.
that?
That it was in
2001?
2012.
That's 10 years ago.
Shelly ran 10:06 last year after the meet, after the Olympics.
Okay.
Elaine ran 10:54 after the Olympics.
No, Elaine ran it right after the Olympics. How far ago is the World Championship from now?
yeah,
It's
the man saying
weeks.
2001.
It's
Bro,
bro, it's weeks. Listen, it's weeks.
Asafa broke his
Bro, don't tell me
Asafa
boss.
broke the
Don't not tell me about Asafa Corey, boss. Please do not tell me
Johan Blake run 19.26
that
after
was
the
literally right after the championships,
that
boss.
was not right
This
after
is
the World
this is
Champ.
like a
It was
month,
not
month and a
right
half
after the
after
Olympics.
World Champs.
It was not right after the Olympics because
Okay, okay.
when he ran the 1926, it was in September and the Olympics was in August.
Yeah, and I'm saying this right now again. I'm looking at
Right.
it, and I consider a lot of stuff. I'm talking about the weather conditions. One, I'm talking about. I do not think that at this point in time, Shericka Jackson is in no 10.6 shape. I just don't think so. I
Okay,
don't
fair
think so.
enough. I actually, what I disagree with is the fact that you're saying that athletes, them don't them pass them peaks, so them
No,
not
I
gonna
am
run.
saying at this. I am saying at this particular juncture, World Championships gone on. It was July, August, September, almost October now. Then listen, these athletes, I just listen again from what me I see with Shericka Jackson. I don't see no 10.6. I don't see no PB.
So, bro, let me ask you a question. Since as you're on that, so 2 weeks ago she ran 10.71. Just
Yeah,
2 weeks ago, So if she ran
yeah.
10.71, why is it that you think that it's
10.71,
perfect?
10.71 in perfect conditions with positive wind.
How perfect was the win?
Was Monaco? I that may say.
Well, look at the win. Why you ask me? Look
It's
at the
easy to
win.
ch- it's easy to
Yeah,
check,
easy to check. Check the wind. I'm saying it's going to be rainy. It has been raining for the past 2 days over there. It's going to be a rainy, rainy, rainy time. And we're talking
bro.
about personal best.
The gods of the sport will allow greatness to take place. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
But the goat now, the goat has been consistent over and over and over, and she's just a ton load of consistency. She keeps on getting better and better and aging like fine wine. Now she ran 10.62 the other day again after well, not we, but a lot of people thought that she was really stuck around the 10.67. But if you really know the sport and you're watching keenly, you realize that, yeah, at some point in time, she was going to run faster than that 10.67. And the wind in Monaco was actually positive zero point 0.6. So it wasn't no big, big,
Let,
big.
let's stop the foolishness. Positive win is positive win, boss. Right? And again, I'm comparing a positive zero point 0.6 to what will possibly be rainy conditions and a negative win. I'm looking at that and I'm saying, I personally, this is just Kemars, and what I say, I always preface my comments. What I say is not a fact. What I say is not a set in stone. What I say is not a law. What are you talking about, Kim's the meteorologist, boss? I just the weather report is right there. Everybody can see it. Just go ahead and look. The weatherman said, and along with the visual, that is going to be raining. I don't mean say it. We don't make it up, boss. Boss, can you put it up on the screen so those who don't have the internet can see it, boss? I don't know. I
I
don't
just
mean
continue. I'll do that in a quick sec.
yes, please, boss. I don't mean make it up. But just I tell you know what the weatherman is saying.
But with the goat now, this is the
Mm-hmm.
goat performing tomorrow. Actually, it was zero point 0.4, not zero point 0.6.
Okay.
But the goat, 10.62 the other day. I see she getting done.
Listen. Again, if I say one for Shericka, I have to say it for everybody in the race. But tell him say I tracks this boss, please. Make him next stats one though, I track and feel this. Tell him. But anyway,
Why you
I
disrespecting Baxman?
no. So again, in all honesty, in all seriousness, again, I'm looking at the conditions and I'm seeing Shelly has been running fast. Shelly has been probably the most consistent athlete this season over the 100 meters. She has been running fast constantly every single time 10.6, 10.6, 10.6. Now, in order for she to dip below 10.6, you think she's going to do it in unfavorable conditions? Come on now, let us move away from our patriotic behavior or biases and we just love Shelly and all of that. No, let us be honest and fair, right? And that is what I'm here to present fairness. In the rain, bad conditions, I am looking at Shelly-Ann winning. I think she's going to win because I think she's in the best form. I think she's running 10.76, thereabout. Somewhere around there, give or take. I think that's the time that she's going to run. No meeting record, none of that.
I feel so. But me keep on telling you, brother, the gods of the sport will allow greatness to take center stage tomorrow. But let me just go ahead and show the weather report for tomorrow. Are seeing it clearly.
It kind of, it kinda alright, here we go. Yeah, now may I see it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at those thunderstorms. Look at that lightning.
Hold
Hey,
on,
look,
let's go across, bring it up.
yeah, look at that. Mm-mm-mm. I wouldn't be surprised if they call off the race how damaging the weather is over there right now. We have to be really careful. I'm hearing that it's not a pretty sight over there. Raining, raining, raining. Those who have Elaine on Snapchat and TikTok and so, wanna go and watch our Snap and our TikToks. And you guys will see it.
So Jason, the man say what you do on track and field show is not a football show.
Back said, no stats no over here, so you can say, well,
Skims, 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 all right.
In Lucerne the last 10 years, who start the quickest, that over here somewhere. What go on back said?
That's okay. I know just stats me known for boss.
But
Real man, big up.
but Jason, what they are talking on Kems is he said that he's the voice of reason, the voice of the people, and the voice of reasonability, right? He said that not there for the madness, he's not here for all the
Ab-
patriotism and all those shenanigans. So he's saying that
Absolutely.
Shericka is not going to run nothing in regards to a PB tomorrow, and Shelly will not get close to that meeting record. What say you?
I mean, looking at the weather. I would have loved for it to be in better conditions for that race tomorrow. But that being said, I mean, aside from that, I don't agree with saying that Shericka is not in 10-6 form. Wasn't it recently she ran her PB at 10-7-1?
2 weeks
That
ago.
was that 10-6? Was that 10-6?
No, it was not.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So
No,
that
it
means
was
that
not.
she's not in 10-6 form. When you're in 10-6 form, then you run 10-7 and you ease up and you say, oh, she can go faster. Can't go no faster than that. She buck. That was a PB. Buck.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
If there's one thing I like doing in the Kems, I like bet with the boss.
What you
Because
want?
Honest,
if I get the one win from you, I feel irie to go against you again. Now. So if conditions are good tomorrow, I'm willing to bet you that Shericka is going to dip below 10-7.
Well, the conditions won't be good, so let us no don't bet. We don't need Shericka now go run under 10-7 until next year World Championships when the real boss come back and everybody have to be scared.
so
Well,
so
you,
so
you
so
must
so
say
Kim, so Kims, which one you think more likely right now? Shericka running sub 10-7 or Shelly running sub 10-6?
Both of them on the same level, not happening. Not happening. Both of them on the same exact level, not happening. Both of them 100% not happening. Especially in this race, absolutely not happening.
So
I'm
so
sorry.
so are you saying that considering the conditions that we're getting from the weather report, or this is just overall, even if the conditions perfect?
So to be honest, this is conditions from the weather report. That is the primary reason, and the secondary reason again, I don't think Shelly is in 10.5 shape. I just don't think she's in that type of shape. I think she's in 10.6 thereabout. But again, when you're running these times, you see Shelly 10.67, 10.67, 10.65. 10.64, 10.62, 10, So I don't think she like 10.5 and something easy for running a bus. There's a reason why it's only two women do it.
you seems like saying that James just drain energy, sir. Man just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
pessimist.
Shelly said something today, and I don't want to, because I don't want to botch what she said, but like in reality, she was saying, I know that people say that there's nothing as like called a perfect race, but it's like we must watch out for something like soon, like something like that. So I don't know if that was some indication of what we're supposed to expect come the Diamond League tomorrow. I mean, it's a one-off race, no rounds. Everybody who you expect to be in the race is actually in there for the most part. The only caveat is the weather right now. And I mean, the weather plays as big a factor as anything. So I would hope for something special tomorrow, but that's really weather dependent.
And I think it's fair to mention it in the comments as well. Last year, when the meeting recorders run, it was also pretty cold and it was actually raining before. And if there's one thing that we know about track and field over the years, athletes will tell you themselves they love to run on a track right after the rain has just eased off. Because at that point in time, all cool, perfect condition for running. So I hope that it's similar situation tomorrow. As I said, the gods of the sport will work and we'll get it. But before I get into Elaine, there's what 82 people viewing on YouTube right now, and I don't think the likes match up. So come on, people, like up the stream and let's get it up. There's 12 people on Facebook. Come on, Facebook, please just jump over to YouTube as well. There was at least 40 of you just now. Just jump over to YouTube as well. But let's move over across to Elaine now. After the World Champs, she seemed to be really getting into shape. She looked better than she did right throughout the World Championships and even before the World Champs. So Kim's looking at what she has done since then and how she has progressed throughout the season. How do you think she'll actually perform come tomorrow?
So before I answer that question, let me say this, right? When we come up here and we talk and persons in the comment section talk, again, this is something blind because none of us really know how these athletes are. Like, I can't tell you if Elaine has been training this or no. Like, I can't tell you that. Like, I can't tell you what she's doing in training. I don't know anything. So this is just me going based on the fact that I believe over the last 3 weeks she has been doing some work. But let us backtrack. Let me take the persons who are new. Let me introduce myself. I am Kems, the objective one, the voice, right? So let me reintroduce y'all to Elaine Thompson's journey, what's going on from the World Champs until now. Third place in the 100 meters. In the 200 meters, 6th, 7th, or whatever she give up. Then she decided, hey, people say she do it for confidence or whatever the case may be. She decided to go to the Commonwealth Games. Went to the Commonwealth Games, barely beat Julian Alfred. And the field was too close to her at that point in time. That is showing me that she's not in any shape. That is showing me that she's not in any form. Another thing that is showing me, when she come out and she come forward, she's always leading with an excuse. Oh, I didn't get to train a lot this year. Oh, there was sometimes I got training. Oh God, my shoulder. Oh God, my teeth. Oh God, my head back. Oh God, my ankle. Everything is always hurting. Right? So again, when athletes start leading with excuses, and professional athletes will tell you that, when they start leading with excuses, they know that they're not performing well. Okay, cool. She got the double at the Commonwealth Games. Went back to Jamaica, spent time with her family and stuff. And then now she's going to come forward and come at these games. I'm sorry. I love Elaine a lot. Right now, boss, I'm not even lying to you. If she run sub 11 seconds, I am happy. Right now, this is looking like a 4. Listen, if you're going to tell me about the fast times, remember, Talu just break that African record. Hold it by yourself right now. Fast, Talu. You know, Talu have the heart, have the determination, have the grit, have the fight, have the character. Elaine, I don't, boy, I'm looking at probably 4th, 5th place, 11.2, thereabout, between 11.09 and 11.2. That is what I'm looking at. And then, you know, the two Jamaicans will be celebrating, and then she will be, you know, telling us why the race wasn't perfect, and then her husband will send out a tweet or an Instagram post or a TikTok as to, you know, look out for next season. But I'm looking at it and I'm being honest right now. Like, I'm not even joking. Honestly, right now, I have Shelly winning, I have Shericka coming second, I have Talu coming third. Boy. But stuff. But probably Aliyah Habs fourth and then Elaine. Elaine fourth or fifth in this one.
All right. So the other day I saw A few clippings. I don't know where these people got it from, but I saw clippings on YouTube suggesting that she ran 10-4 in training, right? Me personally, I'm not trust training time, none at all. Absolutely, none at all. Because
Yeah,
if I was supposed to go by that, then would I just believe everything that Justin Gatlin did say about
yeah,
Miss Richardson, that she was running 10 threes in training and all this stuff. And I don't, let me backtrack a bit. Kims, I'm not sure if you actually heard it or even Jason, but leading up to the Jamaican trials, there was news circulating that one Javon Gillespie had ran 9.63 in training.
yeah,
Did
yeah. You came here and you
you heard
mentioned
about it?
madness. You came here and you mentioned that madness on the show. I'm saying I'm not going to what kind of madness that. Hey, Levan, but I'm not even gonna read the comments because we know them probably attack some crap. So I'm not even gonna read it. However,
Because they're
Levan,
not on your side tonight, eh? Tell you how you stay, no boy.
what's new? What's new? But Levan, let's take a look at it. Let's be honest. Let's analyze the track and field now. Over the past few diamond leagues and even separate meets, all of these athletes have been running. Kambunji, she just came from the European Championships, if I'm not mistaken. Um, Alia Hobbs, I think the last three Diamond League she has been running, she is race ready. Shericka Jackson, race ready. Shelly-Ann Fraser Price, race ready. TT Terry have been in those races as good, race ready. Tamara Davis, she just run a personal best 10.8 in the same race with Tonisha Terry. These people are race ready. The last race for Elaine run is at the Commonwealth Games, not race ready, along with an athlete that struggles with confidence. When you see things like that, I wouldn't be surprised if she pull a 200-meter world championships and just give up and just run through the line for a little appearance fee and just go and go sit down. But this is me just being honest. I'm being objective. I'm sorry. I just don't. She's not race ready. She's not sharp. I'm looking in her eyes today when the three Jamaicans were doing the interview. She looks timid. She looks scared. She just looks very fearful. That's just what I see. I don't know if Jason watch it. Jason probably can tell me something different, but that's what I saw.
Why, Jace?
I mean, to one extent, I agree with Kim's. I don't maybe see it as bad as probably Elaine running 11:22. I think she can go sub 11. However, I just think in comparison, in comparison to the others in this race, for the most part, they just have better form. They just have better form than her at the moment. Elaine is pretty much moving off a reputation at this point in time. Now, in truth and in fact, I think she can. At best, I have Elaine being fourth. I have her being fourth. I don't see another sweep tomorrow. I would be I would be surprised if there is a sweep. It's not impossible, but I just don't see it happening. I think Shelly and Shericka right now are just in for quote unquote another level right now. And Talu's motivation will be high after running a new African record. So and she must be tired. She must be tired playing second fiddle to the Jamaicans right now. So she would want to do whatever she can to break any potential sweep come tomorrow. So for me, if I were to put out a placement, I would have Shelly first, Shericka second, Talu third, and then Elaine at best at fourth.
All right, and here's same flame saying that Kim's being real tonight. Somebody give him a super chat.
That is true. Somebody provide a super chat.
Here's here's Shermore saying that the only way she would be fearful is because she knows she don't put in the work.
Well, share more. What you have to understand in a share more. Elaine has come out on several occasions and share more. I know you're a smart individual, so you must can deduce what I'm saying. Elaine Thompson Hera has came out on several occasions and said, and I quote, I haven't had a lot of training sessions. 2, my training has been delayed. 3, I've suffered some injuries throughout the season. 4, there's a lot of times I've been to training and I can't train, I just pack up my bags and go home. 5, I've been nursing a shoulder injury. 6, oh, my Achilles is still hurting. You know, the Achilles never get better. I can go on and on and on, and these are the things that Elaine Thompson here have said to the media, to the public, both Jamaica and international media. She have continually lamented these things that is happening with her. And all I am doing is just regurgitating every single thing that she has said. Why are you guys mad at me? Be mad at Elaine. Elaine said it. I'm just repeating what she said. I don't know.
I agree with you, Kins, 100%. I agree.
All right, and here's Nathaniel Foster saying that Elena fooled everybody. She has something in store tomorrow. Just watch.
See, you see, this are the thing I'm talking about. This are the thing I'm talking about.
We hear that from Oregon. We hear that from Oregon.
This is the thing I'm talking about with Miss Pastor. From Oregon, man. Hey, Elaine just a save up for the finals. Wait till she reach the finals. She can pull out the tip. Listen, it is okay if you admit that she is not at her best this season. Trust me, it is fine. She already admitted. So we as fans can admit it as well. She's not at her best, and that's okay. Let us stop trying to push 10.5 pan Elaine, push 10.6 pan Elaine. She is not in the best shape. Here is the pimp telling you what is going on. And if Levon could have played it, I would have let him play it. I saw the interview and she hasn't looked confident. She hasn't been confident since that 10.54 that she ran. When she stick out her tongue and I go on with her bag of things. That was confident Elaine. Right now, I see it. Yeah, well, the 10.54, Dr. Smith. But she's just not confident. And listen, as human beings, we know, as people will go high school and we have the test, we know when we're going to mash up a test. We know. When we don't know what we are do, we make sure we sit down beside the bright person and ready for copy. Because we don't know what we are do. And we're not confident. That's simple. When we're confident and we know, just like if we know, say, okay, you know, say cute boy Ryan come on the show. If Ryan going to approach a girl, right? If Ryan are going to approach a girl, Ryan knows him handsome and him sexy. So guess what? Him can get that girl then. He goes with a certain confidence. He goes with it. That's if he knows a boy, that girl out of my league. No matter how you think you look, boy, you kind of.
Where's the shoulders drop, eh?
Like these things are human traits. Why people act like say a Spanish letter?
So, but Ryan, they can't welcome Ryan.
Yeah, good analogy, Kems.
Oh, yeah, bless him, man.
Yeah, man. Blessings. So we are talking about the race for tomorrow, yes?
Yeah.
What you want to give, the top 3 or something like that?
No, man, anything about the 3 Jamaican athletes and you think they'll actually perform, because we're talking about, well, the conditions down there is not perfect right now because some thunderstorms are expected with a lot of rain, so I don't think it's the best of conditions, but you can go ahead and chime in, anything at all.
Well, it depends on the conditions. As I said, the conditions will determine the performances. In terms of time, in terms of result, I'm expecting Shelly, Shericka, and a third place between Elaine and Talu. I don't see much changing in terms of the placings, but in terms of the time, that is where the issue might come into play. Hopefully, it's a very good race. Hopefully, the weather breaks and we'll get a good atmosphere. And Shelly can run one of her regular 10.6 and maybe even try and get the 10.5. Shelly needs to now get into the 10.5 zone before the season is out. Because if it is that she wants to break the record and all of that, she needs to go in the Elaine category. Yes, I agree with Kim. Elaine is not in her best form for whatever the reasons might be. I don't know if she'll get excused. I don't know if she's not giving excuse. I don't know. But it's clear what we all know is that she's not in the best form. And third for me is the best I can see from her tomorrow. I don't know what her time might be. I don't know if she's any better than Eugene. Time will tell. But as it stands right now, I don't expect her to do any better than third. And we are hopes that she get third because we are hoping she get third right now. So Shericka, she can also aim for another PB because she's getting better in the 100s over the last year or so forth, and especially this season. You can see her times have been improving and so forth. But yeah, Shelly kind of now needs to start to focus on breaking the 10.5 barrier because if she wants to be the undisputed GOAT, if she wants to be the undisputed GOAT, she have to go join up with Elaine and try push from there. She said she wanted the world record, so she have to now use this season. If she don't get the world record this season, she definitely have to get the 10.5 this season. She not getting no younger, so she just have to do it from now.
All right. You guys are getting me right?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, Dina Lee saying that. Boy, Kems are rub Elaine tonight. Boy, you wishy-washy, but I don't mind it.
Listen, Diana, pick up yourself, right? And I have listen, and I've said this about other sports. I've said it across other sports. My loyalty is in line with being smart. When you make smart decisions, when you do smart things, I'm loyal to you. When you do foolish, you say act like nonsense, then I'm no longer loyal, and I'll jump off that train 25 times. Again, I don't want to bore you guys with it, but just a little piece. Let me tell you. Last year at the Olympics, Elaine was at the top of her powers. She was so fast, she was so great that the great Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce couldn't even catch her, and Elaine slowed down 20 meters before the finish line. That is the kind of form Elaine was in. Elaine not only did that, she went again and she doubled down at Oregon, right? At Oregon, and ran 10.54, sticking out her tongue and showing off on everybody else. I am the champion, I am the best, right? Okay. After that event now, going into the off season, what Elaine did, what most people do when they reach a successful level, things say, forget them roots, forget where they're coming from, forget the person who brought them to glory. And say, oh, I don't need Stephen Francis. And I'm paraphrasing because we all know what she said. But I don't need Stephen Francis. It's not important. I can get this time everywhere. And she went ahead, switched camps, went with her husband, and this is the new Elaine that we're seeing. So we have an Elaine over here with Stephen Francis when she just came onto the scene, 2015. What happened? 2015 World Championships, silver medal in the 200 meters. Now, over here, so, come with husband, after having her most impressive season, bronze medal in the 100 meter, a dud in the 200 meters, and that 4x1, she is part of the blame. So you tell me, when you look at both sample size, you tell me which one would you choose? I don't know.
And to substantiate your point, Kems, before the season began, during when the season was going on, and before Oregon, I reiterated the point that Elaine has an Achilles injury. The only way you treat Achilles is with surgery or with rest. After the Olympics, Elaine had the rest going into the Olympics. After that, she won't have that same rest. So my word for Elaine was, okay, she won't have the rest. Will her husband know how to treat the injury? Will her husband know how to run her? And all of that? Will he know how to schedule her, being an inexperienced trainer, inexperienced coach and all of that? If it was Stephen Francis, I am sure he would have known how to treat it, known how to run her and all of that in terms of, given that he has been there with her before and all of that. But my fear from that point, and I've said it from earlier this year, that I fear for Elaine and that injury, and it came to pass. It played out.
Ryan, this is when I know the new coach / husband don't know what he's doing. Again, I'm not trying to bore you on. She's all the way in Europe, supposed to go to some meet, supposed to run at some
Birmingham.
Birmingham. Right?
I remember when I said it and
Birmingham.
people say me an idiot.
Yep, supposed to run at some meet in Birmingham.
Yeah.
Oh, shoulder, oh, the place too cold, can't run. Couple, the next day actually, she's in Jamaica.
No. The same day that she pulled out.
Yeah, the same day that she pulled out. She's in Jamaica.
I said,
We're in
let me just put the context to it. She was supposed to run the race in England at say 11 a.m. Jamaica time. The races in Jamaica was around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock thereabouts in the evening. Go ahead.
Yeah. So then she probably left Birmingham probably the night before because the flight time would really matter. So she probably left Birmingham the night before they even announced them and pull out. But in any case, you went ahead and you did that, and then you come to Jamaica and you run some meaningless races against whoever was in the race, right? And then when you run those races, you further allow the Jamaican people to worry because the 100-meter never looked good, the 200-meter never looked good. So now we start panicking, and I'm saying, where is Elaine? Where is the great Elaine? Where's the 10.4? Where's the 21? Where's the 21.5 Elaine? Where is she? Can't find her. So again, people tell me to give her time, give him time. Okay, there's only so much time I can give because we just finished a World Championships. There's another World Championships. There's an Olympics. Then there's another World Championships after that. So this is the window, championship window, year after year after year. If you cannot find back your form after World Championship, Olympics, then I'm sorry, you have failed yourself. You have failed the Jamaican people.
All right. So there's quite a few other events on tomorrow that has Jamaican participation, and one such is the men's 110 hurdle. So let me just go ahead and put that on the screen quickly. You guys can tell me if you're seeing it clear. You want me to zoom it?
Zoom in. Well, we can see. Man, never come up. We can see.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right. So in lane one will be Rafael Pereira from Brazil, 13.17 this season. Lane two, Jason Joseph, not your stats man, 13.12 PB, 13.25 this season. Lane three have Trey Cunningham, 13 seconds flat this season. Answer Parchment in lane 4, 13.08 this season, and he's ranked number 3 in the event. In lane 5, Commonwealth champion Rashid Broadwell has gone to 13.08 as a PB, and he has done himself some justice ever since that World Champs. He has looked better and better each race. And he's also another one that is in the camp at Elite. So, yeah, again, Elite doing some good stuff over there. And in lane 6, we have Grant Holloway is ranked number 6 in the event, 12.99, world champion. Got beaten, what? I think he has gotten beaten twice, either once or twice since the world championship.
Now you can't be the ones. Broadwell beat him.
Yeah, that's why I said either once or twice. Another time it happened. In lane 7, we have Pascal Martin at Lagarde and Demian Zakir in lane 8, and he's ranked number 5 in the event. Obviously, the Jamaicans performing, and now we have to see this race going. Anyone, take it on.
I would go with our best place to be Hansel, and I expect Grant Holloway to win. Rashid, he'll be thereabout. Third at best, but I'm not so sure for third. Yeah, he won. Yeah, when we beat Holloway and all of that, but I'm not taking anything away from a person because it is relay, and if you make a mistake and then man capitalize, so it go. But Holloway hit the hurdle, which contributed to Broadwell winning. But if all things remain equal, I think Rashid will be challenging for third, but I wouldn't expect him to get third. So my top two, Grant and Ansel for second.
All right, anybody else?
See, the thing is, Hansel runs since him injury at Oregon.
Yeah, he even went to Commonwealth Games with
Oh, he was at.
He came second. Yeah, he came second after Commonwealth. Second, right? Yeah, he came second in the race.
Okay.
I think it was the 13-0.
I think Hansel would like his chances. In comparison to Grant Holloway, there's just something about Hansel that sends something up Holloway's spine. So, but I actually have the two Americans in the top 3. So I would have Hansel to win, but I have Holloway and Cunningham to finish second and third. Broadwell will finish fourth.
Nice. Voice.
So listen, again, this is a one-hour race and it's also an obstacle race, right? So, again, I think any one of the competitors from probably lane three to probably around lane seven, I think any one of those competitors really can win the race. Obviously, if I'm supposed to go with quote unquote farm, why wouldn't I go with the world champion? Why wouldn't I go with a man who has dominated this event for a very long time, right? Um, so I would go with Grant Holloway to win. Again, I don't know what kind of farm Parchment in. I saw him at the World Champs got shirt. Saw him after that, Commonwealth got shirt, right? So I don't know, where he's in. I don't know what's happening in his training. So I'm just really just talking from a blind position right now, just after the last time I see him, right? The last time I saw Broadwell, he was a Commonwealth win. Yeah,
Yeah,
Commonwealth
yeah.
champion, and then he crossed the line ahead of Grant Holloway. As a youngster coming up in the sport, these things give you confidence. These things make you feel good. These things allow you to believe, say you can do this. So again, can't write him out. So I'm going Grant Holloway to win. I'll go Broadwell second and Parchment third.
I have Brad Bell in that top two as well. Which order I don't know.
Really?
But I have Brad Bell ahead of Parchment. I don't think Parchment is in the best of shapes right now. Brad
We're
Bell
going
right,
with farm.
yeah.
Farm.
Based on form right now, Brad Bell's ahead of Parchment. So I'm going with
Even though Hansel came back and ran and came second or third recently.
yeah, but well, let's if we're supposed to look at the time that he ran, not in comparison to what Brad Bell has done. And I mean, you look at both of them seasons best and it's tied. And Brad Bell is the one that is improving more than more so Parchment. So I am looking at it from that standpoint, and I'm going to go with Brad Bell to actually finish
All
ahead
right,
of
fair
Parchment.
enough.
But
Big card, but fair enough.
you say something?
I said big call, but fair enough.
Okay. I think there's what? Let me check it again. I just saw 150 plus. So there's currently 144 people on the stream, and I just checked the likes and it was around 37. Come on, people, that's not good enough. Moderators, get their fingers working. Come on, man. There's also some other events tomorrow, so let me just zoom back out of this and actually get them up. See quickly. After that,
I think that watch you look at that 4x100 women. I can bet you any money. I can bet you any money for that 4x1 after you finish. I can bet you any money the Jamaican women won't be lining up to run in that 4x1. But yet still, the same Jamaican woman will come. Oh, we need more training. We need more practice. Three out of our four runners are at this event. Why is it that we can't have a relay team put out there? Somebody tell me. But I guess we'll talk about that after.
all right,
I
and
agree.
we're now looking at the women's 100-meter hurdles, and this is a stacked. When I say stacked, I mean a stacked field because in it, let me just run through the listing. So we have Nadine
Wow.
Fisher from Netherlands, 12.66 this season. We have Disija Kambunji, 12.70 PB this season. Lane 3, we have Brittany Anderson, 12.31 this season, ranked number 4 in the event. In lane 4, we have Jasmine Camacho Quinn, ranked second in the world, 12.32 this season. Then we have the world record holder, and she hasn't been talked about much. I guess it's because it's from the country that she's from, but she has been absolutely stunning this season. Every time that she has run, she just keeps on getting better and better. I'm talking about Toby Amusan, 12.12. Absolutely scintillating. And as I said, she's ranked number 1. In lane 6, we have Kenja Harrison, 12.27 this season. Has done really well. Nia Ali in lane 7, currently at 15 the event, 12.49 this season. And in lane 8, Tia Jones with 12.49. Stackfield gents, look at
Uh,
it.
This
How is
one
this?
is a tough one to call.
So
This is
so
a tough
again, I mean, like how Kems have pointed out in the previous race, anybody who is expected to factor is in lanes 3 to 7. You have Jamaica national record holder, you have the Olympic champion, the world record holder, the former world record holder, and the 2019 world champion. For me, I actually seeing it finishing in the same order as how it was in Oregon. Amusan is in the form of her life. Right now, I don't see how she loses the race tomorrow unless the hurdles actually are unkind. Brittany has been running very well this season, so I expect her to finish second, and then Camacho Queen for third.
Well, I'll say this, right? And we cannot, every time we mention this athlete, we must always remember that she is coached by a Jamaican, Lassina Golden Clark. We must always remember that because, listen, you know, she has been with Lassina for a very long time. And, persons are, oh, she forgot somewhere else. She's so talented, knows the breakthrough. So we want to give Lassina her flowers for sure. I think she can win, right? Again, world record holder, world champion. Let us not forget. I mean, you can say Commonwealth champion again, I guess. But let us not forget on that first leg in that relay, she demolished Kimber Nelson on that first leg, right? On that Commonwealth 4x100 meters. So what that is telling me is that not only has she good hurdling technique, but she has quick. She's quick. She's quick between the hurdles, and she have great 100-meter speed. So I think that she will win. Obviously, Brittany, up and coming star, as Jason mentioned, national record holder. I think she'll come second. Third, it all depends with who head longer, who neck longer, who dip and who not dip. Because I think it's going to be that close down to the finish, down to the wire. If I'm supposed to guess, I would say Camacho Queen. But something is telling me that Camacho Queen will probably fall start in this race because she loved them like a foolishly. Try to get out, especially when she know that somebody in the race is just as good as her or
I
better
was gonna
than her.
say to you that yo, Toby is going to throw off them come tomorrow.
Especially she's right beside her. So,
Kems, do
you
you
know,
remember what are you using to judge this? What you do at Olympic?
what she's done over the last 2 years, her start a
Include,
lot.
which includes Olympic.
Absolutely. Yep. Right. So, me looking at that, any card can play. But for right now, if she finished the race, I think she'll come third. Right. And then, my future wife, who doesn't know us yet, Kenny Harrison. I love that woman to death, but she can't get a fourth place. Nia Ali, I don't know. That's Akil's girl. Akil tell me she was going to dominate the world champs, and we saw what happened. So who knows? Probably she'll be nice and fresh. I don't know. I don't think she's really sharp. Just like what I said about another athlete. So the top three for me would be Toby, Brittany, and Jasmine if she finishes.
Yeah.
Well, let me start with Ali. I think near Ali is past her best and she's on her way down, while the younger ones are on their way up, and even the not so younger ones like Camacho Queen are better. So, with that said, I don't have her in my top three, maybe fifth or sixth. Um, I think this is a tough race to call though in terms of not first, but the other positions. So I'm going with the obvious choice for first. And this is assuming all things remain equal. Nobody no lick no hurdle, no bad air proper, anything like that. So all things being equal, Amusa, Amusa gets first. Um, yeah, I understand what Kem say about Camacho Queen and their tendencies to this and that and whatever, but for some reason I'm going to pick her for second. Um, I she's a very good runner. She's a quality athlete and all of that. Brittany gets third, and Kendra for me would get the fourth position. But the obvious choice is the world champion and the world record holder.
All right. So when I said that Brad Bell to finish ahead of Parchment, he said that it was a bold prediction. So I'm going to make another bold prediction again. Weather permitting, Brittany Anderson is going to run a national record tomorrow.
Oh, that not so bad. I thought you was going to say she was going to win.
And I'm going to stretch it. It's possible that she will win that event as well.
It's possible, of course, it's possible. No, we need
Do,
you
do,
to be
do you want
bold
me
and
to call it? All
fast.
right, so I'm just going to go ahead and call it. Brittany Anderson will win that event tomorrow.
Yeah. So with your chest.
In a national record. It will be around 12
All
to
right, sir. The chest out there.
Say it with your chest,
long
man.
time.
Say it with
Brittany,
your...
I'm on the phone line as well.
Hey, put up, but please put up that 4x1. And
Give me
just
a
let me
second.
pray so there's
No,
a
I don't think they have any. Well, there it is. Switzerland, France, Switzerland at 20, France, Switzerland, Netherlands, and Spain and Austria. That's it.
all right. No, only tell me if I'm being them saying. I'm saying I'm pessimistic, no track and field, me an idiot, everything I want to use. But you tell me something, because you're smarter than me, right? So tell me. People in the comment section and Uno as well on the panel, right? Tell me. If you don't get a lot of time to practice relays, right? If you're at, this is now a second meet where since the World Champs, all three athletes are participating. Obviously, you can tell Kemba, because right now Kemba is in Shelly camp. So Kemba, come on, because you need some work on the first leg, because the two times they were on the first leg, they were very unimpressive. So come get some help. Or, Brianna is always up for run as well. And Jamaica has failed to put together any team in order to try and tweak some stuff and say, okay, well, I can put this person here and see what I want. These are the times you try stuff. Jamaica has failed to put a relay team out there. This is only going to lead me to the conclusion that these ladies are some selfish ass people. And in reality, they only care about their individual greatness. They only care about their individual accolades. They only care about their individual shine. They feel like for the team part, there's not much of a team. Obviously, we know whatever. But there's not much of a team. So Ryan, Levon, and so tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if me stupid. Tell me if I something me nasty. Because I don't know.
All right. In terms of where, sir, I agree that you don't have a lot of time to practice. Matter of fact, my thing is this. Any chance I get for run a relay, take it, because our technique has been off for a while now. And not just World Championship. It has been off for a while. From about 2016 thereabout, we've been making some mistakes and so forth. So we've been off for a minute now. So the excuse that we don't have time to practice and this and that means you should take all means possible to practice your relay technique, especially when you have at least 12 starters there. Make use of that. That is my view. But I don't know the situation why they're not doing it, so I won't rush to call the women selfish. But I would say though that they should try, as it stands right now, any chance they get to practice, especially with world events coming every year, thick and fast. As one finish, one next one a start, you don't have time.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
make you yeah.
So Ryan, so my thing is, you are going to tell me that at this big meet, remember, all of these races have big names in there, big money and all these things. You're going to tell me if Jamaica say, hey, put us in the 4x1, you think they're going to kick out the under 20
Under
team? They are
20.
one of those teams. Look, this is how struggling they were.
Wait, where's
They were
Lausanne? Where's
struggling for
Lausanne?
competition.
In
Huh?
Switzerland? Lausanne is
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Switzerland, right?
Yeah,
So they'll
yeah,
run with
yeah.
9 lanes then.
yeah. They
They'll
were
run with 9 lanes because they're not going to kick out the Swiss team.
Yeah. So they were struggling so much though for competitors where they have to put in the under 20 team. Because they're struggling.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I'm saying we constantly hear Shelly-Ann Fraser Price has been the main one to come out. And we knew, and let me just take you all down memory lane. We all remember what Jenna Prandini did to Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price on that third leg. After Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price get the battle first. So Shelly-Ann Fraser should be the first one raising her hand. Hey, I need some more help on the third leg. I need to learn how to run that third leg a little bit faster. Let us run the relay. But constantly will come out in the media, oh, we don't get any practice. And then they want to shift blame to the J3A or whoever is in charge of it. They want to shift blame to them when I'm sure if Shelly-Ann and Elaine and all them come and say, hey, we want to run at this meet, we want to run a relay at this meet, we want to run. At the Commonwealth game, we see Elaine and run with Ramona Burchell and Natalia White and Kemba Nelson and no, I don't want to see that. I want to see our team running again. Do not fail the country. There is a world record out there, what we want. Every day we say we want to compete against USA, let us break that world record. When we see Tiana, I think her name was Tiana Madison, but you probably know her as Tiana Bartoletta. When we see she post after the Jamaican, after the US win at the World Championships, and they think that they can break the world record. So the US is knowing what is going on. Why is it that we don't have the same competitive fervor? Why we only have a competitive fervor when it comes on to our individual races? That has shown me say we're selfish, boss. That's all I can see from it. Selfishness.
All right. Now, another event tomorrow of great interest is the men's 200 meter. We have Charles Dobson from Great Britain, lane 1, 20.19. Lane 2 from Jamaica, he just ran a personal best at the at the NACAC, I believe, NACA Championship. Andrew Hudson,
Yeah.
19.87. Very good for him. In lane 3, we have Alexander Ogando from Dominican Republic. He's ranked third in the event, has gone 19.91 this season. Lane 4, we have Joseph Fanbole from Liberia, 1983 this season. Season's best and also PB. Lane 5, Jeremy Chudds from TNT, 19.80. Lane 6, Michael Norman, 19.83. Lane 7, Noah Lyles, number 1 ranked in the event, 19.31 this season. And this guy is harboring a lot of thoughts of breaking that world record. And in lane 8, the young phenomenon, Arian Knighton, 19.49 this season. How do we see this one going?
Um, well, I'm really glad for Andrew Hudson. I thought that he should have been at the Commonwealth Games, with everything that happened, with him, for the
Yeah.
world champs after being the national champion. But it really, really come out and show us we Jamaican people love say, show say no buck ups, right? I can't tell the last time, we have an athlete that's run in 1987. I can't tell the last time we have that. Probably it was, when Ewan was in his heydays and Bolt, of course. But in this is going to be tough for him. But again, as a Jamaican, that's really proud so that we can see the Jamaican flag getting invited to a Diamond League of this nature, right? With all these big names in there. It's really proud to see that. So I'll let him run last. Really happy for him. Now, get to the meat of the matter. Listen, Noah is like Shelly. He is in the form of his life right now. And if him fast start or get hurt, nobody's beating him. Like he's class ahead of the field. So we'll put him first. So I'm really going Noah Lyles, Michael Norman, and then Arian Knighton to finish third. Everybody else can fight it out for the rest of the places. But I think that's my top three.
All
I
right.
have I have the same US sweep, but I'm switching the order. I put Knighton ahead of Norman, but Lyles definitely first.
Well, I have a US 1, 2, 3, 4. I agree with Jason
Where you
in
get the
terms
4
of
from?
his order.
Well, you get the
Fan
four, but
Hold on.
Fandole run NCAA, bro.
From
Humble a
Liberia.
Liberia,
and a
man.
US flag that.
A Liberia,
My
man.
bad. I never
Yeah,
look at
but
the name, I just look at what I think is the flag. Yeah, man. So my bad there, so now that I'm looking at the names, 1, 2, 3, Fambule for fourth. In terms of my 1, 2, 3, it is Norman third, Knighton second, Noah first. A Fambule for fourth. Um, I have the Trini, Richards in fifth, and Andrew. Yeah, I'm going with Andrew for sixth. So that's my order. You want me to finish at 7 or 8? Well, the British guy
No,
won't
no,
come
no, no,
won't
yeah,
come
brother.
seventh. Yeah, so I have, but I mean, I agree with Kems though. It's a good look that we have a Jamaican running the 200 at the Diamond League. Long time we don't have something like that.
Facts. Let's see how this looks. Can I just run through it quickly? So the women's 400 meter, yes, Jodie Williams from Great Britain, Stephanie and McPherson Jamaica, um, Kazmarek from Poland. Actually, Stephanie is the number one ranked in the event. Kazmarek is ranked fourth. We have Leaky Claver from Netherlands. Seda Williams, who did really well in that World Championships and has gone on to even getting better and better in lane five. Paulino in lane six, Candice in lane seven, and Cofield from Damrep in lane eight. Quickly, one, two, three.
Paulino,
Stephanie,
Williams,
I,
and Kofi.
I think I'll go with knowing Stephanie and Diamond League and some. If this was like a World Championship final, she would find a way to come fourth or fifth. But in this one, she has a very good chance of winning. Why? You know what? I'm going to go with Stephanie to win. Um, Paulina second, Williams third,
We
and
ask.
Candy.
Are we asking?
What do you mean?
Are you really asking? Stephanie will win.
What go
Brethren,
on?
That's the boldest prediction of the
yeah.
night, boss.
No, the thing with Stephanie, she will find a way to win them race here, you know. But
So
if they
this one
put,
going. So
if they
this one
put the
going right.
same feel, if they put the same feel in a World Championship or Olympic final, she come fifth.
But here we going right. As Kims would say, one you have Sada Williams or Seda Williams who is in the form of her life right now.
And Paulina,
Paulina is there. Stephanie not beating her either. Stephanie is finishing at best third.
third for
Kims,
you. Okay.
shoot.
But what should name the same Sada we talk about get a beat one day, big beat the combo 6 in the one race.
Yeah, it's expected. I know every time she got her ways up here.
Yeah, so she can come 6 in this too. But we just see McPherson now win. McPherson is not a person who me I go choose to win, not time at all. Our poor film see get all a beat too, like say the stuff them run out. Listen, I'm sorry, but from Sydney run faster hurdles than Candice McLeod running at 400. Life has never been the same for me. I never look at Candice McLeod the same way. Ever. I just can't do it. I'm sorry. So I'm not
I
picking
mean,
Candice
Candice don't
McLeod.
look at herself the same.
Yo,
Remember, she tweeted, you know.
yep,
Remember, she tweeted.
yep. So I'm going Paulina to win very easily. Um, I guess I'll go with. Yes, Mr. I'll go with I go with Paulina for win. May I go with Cofield second, and then I'm gonna go with McPherson third.
Alright. Alright, let me just take a look at the calendar and see if anything else anything of interesting note will be on the show otherwise. So I'm gonna just run through it quickly. Um Actually, yeah, the women's 400 meter hurdles. And in this one, let me just bring it up on the screen quickly. So we have Anjanette Knight, Johnny Verso, Anna Rezukova, she's the number one ranked, Dalila Mohammed, Femke Ball, Rochelle Clayton, Victoria Kachuk, and Gianna Hotroff. How is this one going?
Thank
Five 5-4-6. Femke to win. Delila second and Rochelle third for me.
May I have the exact same top three? Literally the exact same top three.
I want to say I win Dalila or
Yeah.
both.
Femke.
No, Femke.
Femke.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my dear. I knew Hurachi just come out, so I look on it. Dalila for win. No, what about that? Femke for win. Dalila second. Who you say third?
Rochelle. Clayton.
You're crazy, man. Give me Genevieve Russell. Give me Genevieve Russell to come third. Give me Genevieve Russell.
Why Russell of Clayton when Clayton has beaten her
Clayton
around
is in better
3
form.
times
Exactly.
already?
Oh, Clayton must be in a better form.
Cheers.
Oh, ho.
All right, so I'm asking you a question. If I beat you, if we face off against each other around 3 to 5, say 3 to 5 times in a season, I beat you 3 out of the 4 or 5 times. Who is having a
Boss,
good season?
what you mean 3 out of the 4 or 5 times? That's not true. Remember the last race that they ran at the Commonwealth Games. Rochelle Clayton was the one who spoiled the 1, 2, 3, A fourth she come.
Hold on, let me ask you a question. If I have a faster seasons best than you, which one of us is having the season? And
No,
I recently run that seasons
no,
best.
I don't tell me about faster season best, boss. As I'm
Of
saying,
course.
the
I have to
last
factor
okay.
in that.
All
No,
right,
you
so
can't use one rate.
so that
Kems, you can't use one rate.
So that is your criteria. Your criteria is that. My criteria is the last time I saw Genevieve Russell, the last 2 races I saw from her was the last 2 final championship races I saw was at the Commonwealth Games and at the NCACs. Right? Those are the last 2 races I saw. And I'm picking her because I think that she will beat Rochelle Clayton. That's just
All right,
me.
and for me, the last time that I saw them, I saw Clayton against Russell at Monaco, and Clayton beat her.
Okay. Yeah. So
Kem,
that's why you pick it.
you do a lot of schoolwork and homework, no sir. You not get graded for just your final exam.
Yeah,
It's
but
a compilation of what you do leading up to the finals that helps to give your overall grade.
then the
So
finals
Levon is
way,
correct.
but
Levon is
the
correct.
finals way heavier though.
Well, that is true, but at the end of
All
the
right,
day,
all right, so hold on. Finals are good. Since as a good, so we could carry the weight. World
Yeah.
champs, Rochelle Clayton made the final. Johnny Russell didn't.
Yeah, because Rochelle Clayton get an easy race,
No excuses. We're
no,
not
you
busy.
can't go. You
No,
can't go
Well,
too hard.
hold on,
No, you
hold
can't.
on.
You can't use the big
What you
event
mean we can't use?
for one
we
hand.
have to
You
speak
can't
on
use
what
it for
is.
one hand, and then for the other hand, you don't want to use it.
Exactly.
What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? I am saying, I don't understand.
Subjectivity at its best.
No. Listen, what I'm saying is, in the 400 hurdles semi-finals, Rochelle Clayton got an easier semi. Like these are things that I've said. Like when I don't listen when I talk, I say sometimes in track and field, luck is important. Christopher Taylor got an easy semi-finals. That's why he made the finals too. Like if you get a different semi-finals, then you drop out. That doesn't mean say the person who make the finals better than you. Come on, look a reason better than this. When
All right,
both
you
of
want
them
reason
in
better
the
than this?
race,
You want reason better than this? Somebody pull up the times for the semis where she drop out, I'm going to compare the 2 of them semi times.
no, but again, you can't look at it like that, Ryan. You can't look at it like that because you're running against
No, but we
different.
have to use something. We have to use a guideline.
Well, look when they run together. Then they run at the Commonwealth Games.
So why me can't look on one,
And
but me must look on the
I
other?
just pointed it out. At Monaco, they ran against each other, and Rochelle Clayton whooped.
No, she didn't
Yes.
stop. She did not whop anybody.
Of course she did.
She didn't whop anybody. She barely
Of
Wap,
course
beat
she
the
did.
girl. She barely beat the girl. Go look on the time. She
We're
barely
called barely.
talking about what?
We're talking about barely.
What was what Genevieve Russell put on her at the Commonwealth Games that she couldn't even come third place.
What else just happened?
Computer no say a man is going on, man.
Now, man, it's like this thing keep on switching back and forth between 2 different internet.
Oh.
Yeah, but since as you asked, Rochelle Clayton ran a PB to make it to the finals. Johnny Russell, What
What?
happened? Big 54. 54 sure no. 54.
Yeah.
And Clayton run the 53-33.
She has run 33 after that, but she ran 53 in her semis at Worlds.
Oh,
But
okay,
things that
okay,
have madness, man.
okay.
You can't tell me Mr. Rochelle just run her PB 53-33 and you tell me that she's not in a better form than
No, but it's clear. It's clear to see that Clayton is in the better form.
How is it
We
clear?
explain it. We just explain it. You
Boss.
know, here we.
Yeah, clearly not. Clearly, I'm not hearing you. Clearly.
Alright,
What are you talking about?
so Ken, let me ask you a question. This is Johnny versus Seasons bets 53.52.
Okay.
Saying this is
Okay.
Rochelle Clayton Seasons best 53.33.
Okay.
Now let's look at the event. Rochelle Clayton ranked number 4 overall in the event.
No,
Johnny Russell number
they're ranked
5.
based off they're ranked based off time, boss.
Now
Of
give
time. It's
off what?
look what it say. They're ranked based off time and this and points and all them something. There. Come on, boss. Come on, maybe
Bro, it's not rank off no time.
look,
Time
look, look,
start
right. What am I saying?
empty.
I said points, right there.
What,
I
ENPTY.
said,
what
all right.
Mohammed?
How are the points calculated, boss? Tell me. How are the
Go
points
ask them.
calculated for the ranking? No,
Go
I'm
ask
asking
them.
you because you're using it for an argument. So how are the points calculated?
I'm not
Let's
using it for any argument. I just simply pointed out that
watch it.
qualification rank, there it is. And
Okay.
qualification points. So
Okay. All right.
rank points.
All right. So what I'm saying is that okay, you're using that to say Clayton is ranked ahead of Russell. Cool. So I am saying,
Don't try to be subjective and try to
what
nitpick
you
on one point.
what
I
you
just
mean?
simply point,
Everyone is being
boss,
subjective to their
boss. I
argument.
just
What you
pointed
mean?
out that 53-33 versus 53.52. Always that person that's supposed to be having a better season
Yes,
and
and
just
I'm
whooped her ass at
okay, and I'm saying
Monaco.
after she run that personal base and she buck up in a Johnny whoop that booty. Whoop. She did that. That's what she do. Whoop. What you want to tell me say?
Yeah,
So
crazy.
again, do not again, if we're going to look at something, we have to look at the totality. Again, you're talking about subjective. That is what you're doing. You're reasoning to fit your argument, which is fine. I have no problem. I'm reasoning to fit mine too. But don't come tell me, say, oh, Rochelle Clayton definitely in better form because she run a PB this season.
She's
Absolutely.
in definitely better form. I care not what you want to say. She is.
She cannot be when they face off together, Johnny Russell, whop that up. That
How
is
many
it.
times? That's what I keep on asking the question
She
because
beat
you
her.
are complaining
She
to
beat
say,
her
oh, she
about.
beat her
She beat her
after
about
NCAA
3
is
times this
and
season.
in Nakakamina and as I just pointed out at Monaco.
That is one time. Rochelle Clayton beat Johnny
But
Russell one time.
they,
One time.
both of them went to world champs. They could have talked from now till next week. They both went to world champs.
Yeah,
Make it to the
but
final,
again,
in which you never have Rochelle making it to the final.
okay, cool,
Cool.
no problem. Understood.
Johnny, what did
That's
Johnny
your
do?
one. That's your one dega argument. But let's look at the totality. At the Jamaican national trials, whop. And after that, at the Commonwealth Games, whop. Another Diamond League after that, whop. I am picking Johnny Russell. That's my pick. I'm not argue with phone pick, boss. I'm just pick my
That's
pick.
what you're doing, boss. If you never done that, why are we having an argument?
I
That's
pick
exactly what
Johnny
you're doing.
Russell, boss. I pick Johnny Russell and Uno take on my pick. Now Uno pick on my pick, you know. I just pick Johnny Russell, boss.
Bro,
I'm not going to pick a foolish shit.
That's not what I remember. I remember us making the pick and you would jump on him, jump on with open.
That's what happened.
Are you freaking kidding me? Boss.
It's like you forget what go on. It's like you just
Boss,
talk and you just forget what go on after you talk.
And that go on, Ryan, because clearly me and Ryan predict first and you predict last. I say
Okay.
where we going Clayton.
No. You guys predict and then I predict and I say I'm picking Johnny Russell and Levon took on my Johnny Russell prediction. And
I asked a simple question.
Yeah, you
I don't
took it.
remember that.
And you decided to say, oh, why you think this is going to happen? But you know what? Tomorrow we'll see. We'll see what will happen. But I hope that Anjanette night will be the spoiler and just do something special come tomorrow. Anything in regards to final words from you guys, track and field wise, that you want to get out? Yeah, track and field. Because tomorrow we'll talk about football. So we're not going to football today.
Tomorrow we'll talk about football.
Yeah.
So we won't be able to talk about the results and how Kems is right once again. Okay, so if we're going to talk about track and field, there's a lot of things that we need to talk about that we haven't discussed as yet. So Shericka Hill have decided to go pro, right? She have decided to go pro. I don't remember what her coach name, but her coach come out and say, "Oh, Shericka have so much technical things to do with the hurdles. She's not going to go pro yet." So that is showing me that that's a strained relationship between coach and athlete, because coach don't know what athlete is doing, and athlete don't care what coach have to say, right?
For a minute.
Huh?
For
Yeah,
a minute.
Bennett. Yep. And, you know, and Alika Birdie was telling me, say, for a very long time, Shericka wanted to do hurdles, and he was the one that was stopping her from doing it at a point in time, right? Until, you know, she finally get to do it. So, you know, that play a role into it. But again, I'm happy for the young lady. Again, I don't think athletes that are running a certain time should be in high school. Yes, boys and girls championships are fun, but again, your future is better. You know, trying to secure that wealth for your family is better. Like, you know, listen, six farm, I went to six farm and had the biggest waste of time in my whole entire life. Right? It don't make no sense. Go to pro, go to Nike, Puma, Adidas, go make your money, be happy, support your family, find a boyfriend, a husband, whatever, and just be happy. So that's Shericka Hill. Serena Cole now decide that she's going to go back to school. I believe that's the right choice for her because she needs some more time. I believe she needs more time. Obviously, she have a 11.1 something personal best, but again, the quote unquote market that is out there right now is just really, really stacked. So I can give her another year, you know, make sure work on some things and then, you know, build up some more confidence, especially in that 100 meters because the long jump, she have that on pot. But I think that was the right decision. And Krumi, he went back to school. I thought that was a wrong decision. But again, my talk is not fact, is not set in stone. This is just strictly my opinion. Again, you know, this young man has been at KC for a very long time, run boys and girls championship. But again, these offers, and I said it, and I can name out athletes that stayed in high school for the extra year and it never benefit them. You have Christopher Taylor, you have Tyreek Wilson, you have D'Angelo Russell, you have Michael Stevens. I can name out athlete after athlete that have decided to stay, whether for champs or for women or whatever the reason be that they decided to stay, and it just never benefit them. Why? Because we should always try to leave a particular place when we are on top. Not when we're at bottom or when we want, but no. We want to leave when we're on top. Christopher Taylor, I believe him spending that extra year, it pulled down in progression just a little bit. Obviously, he ran a personal best 44.63 the other day. Props to the young man. But I think he could have been much further than that, not staying an extra year at Boys and Girls Championships because he never achieved nothing. Guess what? He lost champs and he not even win the 400 meter. So again, you do that and you still not win nothing. So I think that was silly. Obviously, Tyreek Wilson, we know what happened to him. He's at some club trying to do something. Michael Stevens, we know what happened to him. D'Angelo Russell, I see him run a race the other day, and you know, more and cry because the thing just don't look good. So I guess, and crew me, I am worried for him because again, when these big corporations and these big sponsors are throwing money at you, hey, I have this amount of money for you, you want to grab it when you want top, when you can make a decision. You don't want anything detrimental happen. A one injury here or there at a JC track meet, at a Calabar track meet, at a GC Faster track meet. You don't want something happen and then it change your fortunes. But on the flip side of it, him can go and him can come out an absolute star and nothing happen. I will say, all right, include me, you did the right thing. You know, hindsight is 2020. If he was my son, there's absolutely no way he might go back at KC. You're not the principal. Why you do a KC? Go somewhere
If he
else,
was your
boss.
son, he would not go to KC from
Well,
morning.
of course, he would go to KC. He would go to the very esteemed St. George's College. But hey, you know, that's it.
And then you want to make it so far in our tracks.
Careful.
But
Careful.
all right, Kish, I see you keep on saying that Boaji has his reasons. Tell us why. That's what we keep on asking. Why? Why?
Personally, initially, I was okay with him doing it, But then I listen to other people reasoning and I can see why people
What them say?
wanted them to not do it. But in terms of the first two that Kim's mentioned, I agree. I think Serena needs another year. As in this year, should be like the big dog at, at champs. And maybe that can help propel her because the twin, well, not the twins, but one of the twins is better than her right now by far. And so maybe another year would she very well. And yeah, she's very good in the long jump and all of that. But the 100, she kind of need to work on that a little bit more. I agree. Um, and I also agree that Kerika is making the right decision. Yes, 12.7 is not a Diamond League standard in terms of senior pro level. But I mean, she has the ability, she has the technique and all of that too. For me, I can see her progressing fast.
This, I know Kish, I know KC co-founder. I know Kish is, jumping up about Nkrumah and he has his reasons. Listen, Chris Taylor has his reasons too. Michael Stevens had a lot of persons had their reasons. Jermaine Gonzalez had his reasons. Bolt had a lot of people had their reasons. All I'm saying is that when I'm faced with a decision, go back to school or take the money and run, I'm taking the money and run because again, life is so unpredictable. Any card can play. Anything can happen. I want to have the money in my hand when things happen. When I sign on that headline, all right, anything happen after that, then they can deal with that. But again, going back to high school, going back to champs, or whatever reason he has, I probably will find out when him write a book or whatever the case is. But again, I can't see, and again, me not have the sense, so uno have all the sense, so uno can tell me. But I'm looking and I'm saying, what could possibly be the reason this young man want to go back to school? It can't be for doing a blasted Cape subjects because I drove business that. It can't be for run a champs because I drove business that. What is it? What is it? No. Is there a
That's how I
secret?
keep on asking the question. That's how I keep on saying.
Yeah,
Why?
is there a secret in Kingston College that we must know about? Is there some hidden goal in Kingston College or we must know about? What is the reason why this young man feel the need to stay at Kingston College? I don't know. Listen, the other day, well, he's most probably the principal because the other day I see KC locking out people because them hear this and hear that, and him here was out of ranks, out of standard, and he was still allowed to be in the walking the gates of Kingston College. So, where that is concerned, he's probably part owner of KC. So, if that is the thing, I take back all my talk. But if ears more, him face slightly browner, him hear enough, and those guys were banned from coming from the KC principal, but not Nkrumah. He was allowed to walk through the gates. So probably
Alright, so
Max
one,
shares
so one
right.
done comment a while ago. The youth want to go back to develop more.
Eh? You want to go back for what? Where am I going? Good night, one done. Good night, one done. Pick up yourself.
But anything from you, Jace?
I mean, I it's easy for persons to say that he has his reasons, and of course that is true. I am of the same thing like Kim's, like his time running right now should have no business in secondary school, boss. But again, I'm also a big proponent of persons and them personal choices and them personal goals. I don't know if his personal goal, no matter what, is to be the first person to run sub 10 at champs to I don't know how much points him get for winning 100 again. 12, even though KC suppose he can still win without him points. But it is his choice, his personal goals. I am not going to defeat him for that. I just personally believe that that time don't have any business being in secondary school, point blank. And I think that can also be accepted as well. He has his reasons, but of course, I I I I wouldn't really push him that way. For him to say develop more or whatever. He is good enough. And I mean, you don't know, life is short. I know you say you don't want to talk about no football, but Man City and Barcelona just play one charity match. And what was the reasoning behind it? Who was the charity for? The same assistant manager that won the treble underneath Luis Enrique. Good and fine, and then all of a sudden him get ALS. Life can just snap like that. Run with the money, boss. That would be my decision. But again, we can't kill him for it. That's just what it is.
All right. Shericka, big up yourself, man.
What?
Hopefully you sub to the channel, and for those who haven't done so, ensure that you hit the subscription button and also the like button. Do the right stuff.
All
Can't
right,
stop.
Ryan, you have something to say? Come, have something to read.
Mhm.
You have something to say?
Yeah, we just go quick since you
All right, go on.
talk again. Yeah, at first I said it that okay, you should stay another year and whatever, but as I said, listening to other people speak and reading other things, I understand why most people don't want him, would not want him to stay, and their opinions are valid, and I can sit through them because to me, what I saw made sense. Unless there's something else that we don't know about, I'm a proponent of athletes staying in Jamaica for the most part to do their training. I don't know if that's a long-term thing for him, and this is a part of the plan. I don't know, but as Jason said, that he's a believer in people doing their thing their way, and so am I. But at the end of the day, not because I believe that mean I can have an opinion
Yep.
to the contrary and speak about it. But yeah, I mean, if he wants to do another year and hopefully it benefits him somewhere or another, I don't know, but it's a wait and see game, and it will that the next 2, 3, 4 years will determine if he made the right decision.
Yeah.
All right. So quickly, people, quickly. I was just scrolling, doing my regular nightly reading, and I buck up on an article from the fastest woman alive in the 100 meters, Elaine Thompson-Hero. And I'll just read what she said. And I quote, and this is Elaine, not me. Not me, so not cost me. This is Elaine. My expectations coming off last year were high, and I was looking forward to this year. The same thing, all I always say. It run 10.54, we look forward to this year. Okay? Right now, the way I want my story to be written is not the way I want it to go, but whatever God has in store, He will put it together at the right time. And yeah, people believe in a God, all good and dandy, but again, I always say the decisions that we make in life will affect us greatly. So you decide to go and switch, nobody comes and say, oh yeah, well, God put it together right now. You make a decision, then live with the consequences. That's one. Then she went further and she said, I'm just staying patient and I'll keep working. I always wanted to get my first world title, but I'm still working towards that. I want that to be a part of my tally to be the defending world champ. I was really grateful and excited to achieve my first 100-meter medal, a bronze. The 200-meter was not the best, but I've moved past that. So listen, you can tell me, Levon, because me and I have the sense, but you can tell me. She got a, in 2015, she got a 200 meter. Huh?
What you tell everyone absence?
She got a 200 meter silver, right? But now she's saying that, you can tell me if you think she's happy or she's capping, as you young people say. But no, she said that she's happy with a 100-meter bronze. You buy that? Listen,
No.
you buy that? Okay. You buy that, Ryan?
Clearly not. It cannot be. There's no way you do all of that last year and be happy this year, whatever.
Happy
That's
with
impossible.
that brand. Like you take man for Jack. Then she end by saying, I think I'm having a good season so far. The fact that I'm adjusting to a new system, new coach, and everything, I'm still learning. No, you tell me, you would swear say she gone to Bobby Kersey somewhere. You would swear say she gone to Switzerland for a new, like, this is her husband coaching. Listen, you see how Dima say is this close to clap out? I'm this close to just stop talking about Elaine for the rest of it. She's really ticking me off right now. But that's all. I know we have to go to bed, boss, because we have working in the morning. But that's all I have, boss.
Yeah, man, as you would say, man, we're only for work tomorrow because it's like you have some special work, So, yeah, have some work tomorrow, man. And guys, we'll be back here tomorrow to talk about some football, some EPL, and we need the support over there as well for those who watch the track shows and actually follows football, English Premier League. You guys need to come on over there as well, man, because the people over there not doing a good job. So you guys need to give us some support over there. Remember, keep on liking the stream, keep on subscribing, and keep on sharing it so we can spread and grow even bigger. So big up to Statsman was here, big up the host, big up Ryan, and until we see you again, it will be tomorrow. And as you know, guys, you the commenters, big up, man, and to the man behind the scenes, Josh will make this possible, big up as well. And as always, that once I'm ending a stream, I'm going to play the hearts from our sponsors. So peace out, enjoy your night.